If the Holy Spirit guides Protestants into truth, why are there so many contradictory Protestant denominations and doctrines? Shouldn't the Spirit lead to unity of belief? Why do Protestants argue that disagreement among church fathers undermines Catholic authority, yet Protestants themselves hold contradictory doctrines and disagree among themselves? That is logically inconsistent. How can Protestants claim the church fathers as authority figures, yet reject many of the doctrines they held in common, like the real presence, authority of the church, and the sacraments? Protestantism teaches the sola scriptura doctrine, that the Bible alone is the authority. Yet Protestants do not agree on canon or how to interpret the Bible. How is this coherent or authoritative? The early church was united in belief for over 1,000 years before Protestant truth brought contradiction and schism. Was the church in error until the 1500s? If the Protestant religion is the true, early faith, why the divisions and contradictions? Which single group is the one true early faith? How does an individual, personal interpretation of the Bible, apart from church authority, lead to doctrinal truth? This only led to confusion, as evidenced by thousands of Protestant schisms. Not Protestant branches, but schisms. If the church went into error early, as Protestants claim, what is the evidence for that, given the testimony of early church fathers and early church writings that contradict Protestant doctrine? The writings of the early church fathers, from the 1st through 5th centuries, show that they held Catholic doctrines like the real presence in the Eucharist, authority of the Bishop of Rome as Pope, belief in purgatory, veneration of Mary and the saints, etc. These contradict Protestant theology. The early church writings and documents like the Didache, 50 AD, letters of Ignatius of Antioch, 110 AD, and church councils like Nicaea, 325 AD, and Ephesus, 431 AD, clearly show the early church held Catholic beliefs. So when and how did these errors creep in? Show me evidence of a major doctrinal rupture. Luther and Calvin claimed the Catholic Church apostatized early on, but the historical record shows otherwise. The Church Fathers were Catholic, not Protestant. When exactly did this supposed early apostasy happen, and where are the records? These questions pose a challenge that demands evidence and a coherent explanation from Protestants. The historical evidence we have shows early Christian belief was Catholic, not Protestant. Protestants must demonstrate exactly when and how this supposed early apostasy happened and prove apostolic succession, evidence which they cannot provide. These types of questions expose the logical incoherence and contradictory nature of Protestant beliefs compared to the historical Christian faith. Protestants cannot have it both ways, appeal to the Fathers as authority, yet reject their unified doctrines. The Catholic position, upholding the authority of the Church and sacred tradition, is the only logically and historically consistent view. This article is available on the Coffee page, linked in the description. If you like this concise content by Lloyd de Jong, please subscribe on Coffee for more and support more of this work there. Here on YouTube, please like the content with a thumbs up, share it and subscribe to the channel.